Champions League is back. Oh my goodness. It's been a very long 2 weeks without the Champions League, but it's finally back. Match day 2 of 8. Can y'all chill out? Hey. Okay. Got a lot of games to cover. Got a lot of really good games, including PSG versus Chelsea, which should have been the Champions League final last season, and it probably would have been way better than Inter's 5-0. So let's get this started. Alright, first we have Kairat Almaty taking on Real Madrid. For the first time ever, these two teams are going to be facing each other. Kazakhstan. They are playing in Kazakhstan. A country that isn't even fully European. Which is insane. Playing at a stadium called Ortalık Stadion. And they are in a city with 5,577 feet of altitude, including the surrounding areas where there are some mountains that get to 16,000 feet. So it is a very home field advantage game for Almaty. It's going to be a very close one, I think. A lot of people think it'll be an easy win, but this is kind of like the Bolivia home field advantage, where they play in El Alto, but it's not that high, so it's doable. It's kind of like take for example Denver, the Denver Broncos. So yeah. I'm gonna pull up. I think it's gonna be an upset, actually. Real Madrid went off to an awful start of this campaign. I would say it's awful. 2 penalties, 1 penalty I don't even agree with. Like, where else would his hand go? I don't know. Like, where else could he put his hand? Like, what do you want him to do? Break his arm? Go like, uh-oh, I can't touch the ball. Like, that's almost uncontrollable. You can't control the fact that that happens. So, yeah. Okay, and looking at it, to the stadium or to the city where it is, I don't know if it's called Almaty or Kairat. It's called Almaty. Okay, so to Almaty, it is a 13-hour flight. So they're going to be tired, they're going to be exhausted, they're not going to have full energy. They need time to train and practice. They need some training. But if you pull up like Real Madrid stuff, jeez. Alright, so let's go to Real Madrid. And yeah. Alright. So training in Kazakhstan. So they're already in Kazakhstan, which is good. They're already in Kazakhstan, but it's also kind of hard for them. The game is in less than 24 hours. The game is closer to 12 hours than it is 24 hours. I'll be in the middle of school watching this game, so yeah. So find some way to watch it. I don't know. Gotta sneak my phone or something. But it is what it is, I guess. This is going to be a pretty good game in my opinion. I'm actually going to think of the upset here, and I think Kairat Almaty is going to draw 1-1. And that's what I think, because it's home field advantage a lot for them, and they could possibly get a win or two from their home games. Which, it's the Champions League, anything can happen, you never know. Next, we have the Atalanta and Bruges game. This is not a 12:45 game. This is a 3 p.m. game. I'd rather see the Inter and Slavia Praha game. I'd rather see that game at 12:45. This is just that boring. But this is going to be a good one. Match day 2 preview. Here we go. Alright. Atalanta taking on Club Bruges in a pretty underrated matchup, in my opinion. Bruges made it pretty far last season, getting to the playoffs, which is pretty good for their standards. Pretty sure they won the Eredivisie last year. I don't follow that league. I only follow top 5 leagues, League of Portugal. And that's pretty much all it goes. But I don't really have much to say about this game. Atalanta, they've had a very poor start to the campaign. I mean, you can't really blame them. They faced the PSG squad that came off of winning the Champions League, so they're going to have a lot of confidence this season. That doesn't mean anything because they had some injuries. But Atalanta, still pretty good. I got faith in them, but I think this is going to be a very close game. Atalanta losing 4-0 to PSG. Then Bruges, they are coming off of a very good win against PSV. So, I'm starting to question, do they have the momentum? Do they have momentum for the game coming up? Because, yeah, Bruges is third. And then you have Atalanta in last. Which sucks. It sucks. So, Atalanta need to find a way to bounce back. They had a really decent season last season, but they had an amazing season 2 seasons ago, which can't come off of that. That's the past. They've had a lot of changes to their team. But, enough of that. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. Now, here's how the predictions work. So, if I get the right score, that doesn't matter. It doesn't count to anything. I'm just doing it because I feel like it. But what matters is getting the right outcome. So, yeah. And if we get a draw and it's a win, doesn't even happen. Don't even get like half a point to our record or anything. So yeah. So yeah. Next we have the It's a pretty good game. Pretty sure it's the Benfica and Chelsea game. It's going to be a really good game. Oh, no. Marseille and Ajax. Marseille, they almost managed to get a draw. I think it should have been a draw. Marseille were robbed. That was not a handball. Where could you put your hand going like... I don't know. But they did pull off a pretty decent performance with Weah. Fun fact, being the first American to score against Real Madrid. So, there's that. Or to open up the scoring as an American, which is pretty cool. I mean, useless facts, 101. Whatever. Ajax. What is there to say about them? I don't know anything about them this season. Other than the fact that they lost. See what they lost to. Like, I really don't care about any teams that are outside of the top 5 leagues. The Johan Cruyff Arena. Okay. Yo, load. So... Oh, they lost to Inter. So you can't really blame them. But Inter haven't had the best start either. So, yeah. I'm gonna go with a... I'm gonna be boring, and I'm gonna go with a... I'm gonna go with a 2-2 draw as well. I'm gonna be boring. Inter and Slavia Praha. Where do I even start about this game? I think this game is actually just boring. Straight up boring. I don't care about Slavia Praha. I don't care about the Czech League. I just don't care. And it's unfortunate because it's a pretty important game, but I just don't care. And I'm just gonna be quick with this one. Inter coming off a 2-0 win. New manager this season. Jan Sommer not off to the best start. And Inter not off to the best start as a team. So, and defense, not as good as they were last season in my opinion, but I think they can still pull through and manage to beat Slavia Praha pretty easily. I mean, they're a lower tier team and they got in the elimination zone straight up last season. So, I mean, Slavia Praha, I think they can put up a decent fight, but it's just not enough. I'm gonna go with a 2-0 win for Inter Milan. And there's really nothing else you can say about this game. And next, we got Chelsea and Benfica. Oh my god, this is going to be a pretty good game in my opinion. This is actually going to be a fun game to watch. Alright. Benfica. And Chelsea. Chelsea coming off of very poor form. It is very poor for them. And I'm starting to think what's going to happen. How is this game going to work for Chelsea? Are they going to get another loss? Because here's Chelsea over here. Give us Barca. Give us Barca. Yet they don't even look ready for Barca. I'm going to have to go with Benfica with this one. But I'll keep on explaining it. Chelsea, awful form. Coming off of a Club World Cup win, it doesn't look like they won the Club World Cup. It looks like they just won the championship. No offense. I love Chelsea. One of my top 3 Premier League teams. Their fans are great too. They're loyal fans that are actually good. And supported the team before 2021 or before 2012 in their bad days, 2 years ago. But this isn't the point. Let's get out of that. Benfica, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember where they were in the Portuguese league, but they were somewhere. Alright, they're 3rd in the Portuguese league. What a surprise. It's either 1st, 2nd, or 3rd that they're always. So, yeah. But Benfica. And this is going to be a close game, I think. Chelsea, off form, like I said. Cole Palmer, I think he's questionable to play. Chelsea, they've got some problems. Lost to Man United. Lost to Bayern. They're not doing good. But I think it's enough for a draw, and I'm going to be boring here and call it a 2-2 draw. 2-2 is literally my favorite scoreline at this point. But it's just what I think. It's just what I think is going to happen. It's called predictions, not what I want. It's called predictions, not what I want to happen. Because I would want Chelsea to win, but they're just not going to win. Alright, so now Galatasaray and Liverpool. Liverpool coming off of a loss against Crystal Palace. And that goes for 2 losses on the season so far. They lost to Crystal Palace in the Community Shield. Palace is doing good, but that's not what we're talking about. Domestically, they've been scoring goals in the last 10 minutes for for the entire season, pretty much. They even did it against Atletico. And they had a taste of their own medicine on Saturday, I think they played? Yeah. They had a taste of their own medicine on Saturday. And I think, even though Galatasaray, they have good squad. They have a good squad. Liverpool, it's Liverpool, okay? It's Liverpool. So, there's not really much you can say about this. It's going to be a Liverpool win. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Liverpool. What are you doing? Paphos and Bayern. It's going to be a pretty good game, in my opinion. Nah, I'm joking. This is going to be a Bayern thrashing. This is going to be like 5-0. That is my prediction, 5-0. I'm not joking. Bayern coming off of some very, very good form. I mean, Bundesliga, there's not really much. Thrashing Leipzig in the first match day. Kind of shocking Chelsea. But Chelsea, I didn't think they were going to win. I thought it would have been a draw, if anything. But, yeah. But, again, it's Bayern. You never know. Because, look what happened in, what was it? The Club World Cup. I think it was like, where they managed to get a loss to Benfica. It's inconsistency. So you never know. So, but I'm still going to go Bayern. They're going to keep a clean sheet, and I'm going to go 5-0. Paphos just isn't it. Bodo Glimt and Tottenham, 2 Europa League knockout teams last season, and now they are in the Champions League. I think they actually faced in the Europa League knockouts last season, correct me if I'm wrong. Bodo Glimt was actually... I'd like to say Bodo Glimt was actually in the straight up top 8. Oh, no, they weren't. But they got knocked out in the semi-finals to Tottenham to go to for Tottenham to win the Europa League eventually. Which this is going to be a pretty good game, but it was 5-1 on aggregate. And I think this is going to be another win from Tottenham. I'm going to go Tottenham winning 3-1 this time. Next we have Atletico Madrid and Frankfurt. Atletico Madrid coming off of completely slapping. We got whooped. And I'll say it. Atletico Madrid deserve it. They deserve it. Simeone deserves it. He was down to his knees after winning. I mean, I'm not even mad about the loss. I'm just like, let's just move on. We've got El Clasico. We've got bigger game. We've got more games ahead to worry about. Let's just leave that in the past, because it's only the beginning of the season and you never know what can happen. So still got that El Clasico to happen in less than a month. So, yeah. But back to this game. Frankfurt are first after a pretty good win. And Atletico Madrid coming off of a loss against Liverpool in the last minute. Sadly, again, Atletico Madrid were one of the victims. I thought it was going to be a very easy win for Liverpool considering they scored 2 early goals, but nope. But I'm still going to go Atletico Madrid. I'm going to go with Atletico winning 2-1. I don't really have much to say about this. Alright, Copenhagen and Karabakh. Oh my god, this is going to be such a trash game. I'm about to just skip this prediction. I don't know anything about these teams. I literally don't know anything about them. Is that a bad thing? That I don't know anything about them? Alright. So, Karabakh actually won their game. It's going to be such a boring game. They're from Azerbaijan. I didn't even know where they were from. They beat Benfica, actually. Okay. All right, they've got some form. Domestically, they're doing okay. Only one loss on the season, but they've only played 5 matches, so that'll definitely change. Then Copenhagen, they drew against Leverkusen. Okay, so that's gonna be a pretty good game, but it's just not what I want to watch. I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna go with it. Oh, did I predict Atletico? No, it was. I said I say Atletico win 3-1 after a very confident win over Real Madrid. A very easy win. Copenhagen, this game I'm just gonna say it. It's gonna be a 1-1 draw. The draws, man. The draws. All right, Newcastle and Union Saint Gillois. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. I'm gonna. Can you not? Okay, I'm joking. Yeah, Lois, I don't really have much to say about him. Came off a pretty good win, but nothing else. I'm going to go with Newcastle to win this. I'm going to try to speed through these. I know I'm taking a pretty long time. We're not even halfway through. I'm going to go with Newcastle winning this 2-0. Because Pope came off of a really good game. But then he bottled it. Monaco and Man City. Alright, now this is what I'm talking about. Man City and Monaco, 2 actually pretty decent teams. Ansu Fati finally getting some decent play time and what he needs. Honestly, if Monaco permanently buys him, which I don't know if that was part of the option, if they had the buy option, but they might. But Man City, Man City. Yeah. Yep, Man City. Thrashing Burnley 5-1 off of 2 own goals. Like, the worst rating of a player ever. But I'm gonna go with Man City to obviously win this. It's obvious. Monaco, they're pretty decent on form though. I will say that. But it's Ligue 1. It's not really much to think about. But Man City, there's not really much to say. They've been pretty good. Winning the derby, thrashing Burnley. Yeah. Napoli and Sporting. Okay, this is going to be an underrated matchup right here. Why are there only... Oh, they're not playing on Thursday? Oh, never mind. We're almost done. Okay. Napoli and Sporting. Someone help me. This is going to be such a good game. This is actually going to be such an underrated matchup. So Napoli and Sporting. Victor Gyökeres is not in Sporting, and that is a huge loss for them. But they still have some pretty good players to their squad, especially after winning their last match 4-1. And I was kind of surprised by that, considering they did it against Almaty, but I still would have expected less goals. I thought it would be like 2-0 or something. So, yeah. But Turin Chao, he'll probably be the reason that Sporting, if Sporting actually doesn't get eliminated. Because, yeah. Their goalkeeper, his name is Joao Virginia. Pretty decent. Quaresma, not the Quaresma from 2016, but Eduardo Quaresma and Gonzalo Ignacio. Pretty good defensive duo. And the Sporting defense is actually pretty good. But Napoli, they're just coming off pretty good form. But they did lose to Man City. And Kevin De Bruyne's return to the Etihad. I mean, he got subbed off in, the 20th minute or something? 26th minute with a 5.8 rating. But that was because they got a red card. Why? Just stupid to get a red card that early. And Donnarumma keeping a clean sheet. Whenever he keeps a clean sheet, it's always with it's always like with 3 or less saves. It's always at most 3 saves. Like, his clean sheets aren't good. Like, his 8.0 rating that you got, like, that is not accurate. A clean sheet shouldn't get you up to an 8.0 if you made just 1 save. And having only 0.17 XG as well, that's just stupid. But it is what it is, I guess. Napoli and Sporting. I'm going to go with Napoli to win this 2-1. A pretty good game, if you ask me. Next, we have Villarreal and Juventus. I think I'm going to speed through this one. Juventus, pretty good form, actually. Managed to get a draw against Inter. And... oh, no, they didn't beat Inter. They managed to get a draw against Dortmund. Such an amazing match, by the way, 4-4. But both goalkeepers just sucked. I mean, Kobo wasn't bad, but Di Gregorio, they need a better keeper if they want to survive in the Champions League. You want him to play like he did in the Club World Cup against Real Madrid with those, 11 saves that he had? But coming off of really good form, beating Inter 4-3, drawing to Dortmund and drawing to Atalanta. But they draw a lot. They're draw merchants. But that doesn't change the fact that they're still doing good domestically and in Europe, because Dortmund's not an easy opponent. Did I do this game? No, I was too focused on the Napoli game. I'll get to that after. So I'm going to go with the Juventus win 2-1 over Villarreal. But they're also in decent form as well. So there's that. Dortmund and Athletic Bilbao. Dortmund coming off of a 4-4 draw, like I said, to Juventus, in one of the best games you will probably see this season. Such an entertaining match. But that is not what I'm talking about. We are talking about how they also lost to Juventus for friendlies, which is kind of funny considering they've played twice this season already. I wouldn't say this season, but this, like, in between this summer and then, yeah. But find it funny that they've already played twice in, like, the span of 2 months. So, yeah. I mean, Bundesliga, the fans are good, but it's just it's not unpredictable. I think Bayern's going to win it again this season, and Harry Kane's going to win another trophy. Arsenal and Olympiacos. Arsenal coming off of a good win against Newcastle, well deserved. All right, Arsenal. They are... Hey, you want to know what place they are in the Premier League? Second! Oh my goodness! Second place Arsenal. What a surprise. Is it a shock? Is it a shock? Is it a shock? No. It's not a shock. But, yeah. I don't really got anything else to say. Olympiacos, they won the Conference League 2 years ago. And then they played in the Europa League, and then they played in the Champions League. That's crazy. Conference League, Europa League, Champions League. That's funny in my opinion. I like that. Now that is how you grow. Try to win all 3 in a row, but nope, they couldn't even win the Europa League. 100 players. Is that back? Okay. I'm gonna go with Arsenal winning this 2-0. I'm gonna go 3-0 actually. I think they've got this one sealed. Oh, this is what I've been waiting for. Barcelona and PSG. Champions. Oh, God. They're also playing Olympiacos. That's an easy win for them. All right. Barcelona and PSG. Oh, someone please. Someone please call. Someone please call. Oh my goodness. Someone please call Messi. Someone please call Neymar. This is about to be one of the best matches. It might actually be not that good though, considering both teams are just banged up. No Rafinha, no Dembele, no Doué, I don't think. But Yamal is playing. So yeah. I'm actually going to be quick with this one. Barcelona first in the Liga, sadly. Comeback merchants. I really shouldn't be talking though. But yeah. PSG. They're actually second in the league, actually, which is crazy. Oh no, they're first again. Marseille lost, and now PSG are at the top of the league. Oh my goodness. Last time, I don't follow the league on. It's such a farmers league. PSG should be moved to like the La Liga or the Serie A or the Premier League or something. Relocate the club. Change them. Swap Man United and PSG. USG and Paris United. That would be fun, actually. That'd be pretty cool. But Barcelona is going to be a very good game. PSG, on the other hand, both teams. I'm a little nervous because I really want PSG to win. I mean, why wouldn't I? Alright, here are the injuries. You ready? Barcelona, Joan Garcia. Wait, there's more. Ter Stegen. So they gotta use Szczesny. So, I mean, like, Fermin Lopez, such an underrated player. He's in my fantasy. Sadly, he's injured. Gavi needs surgery. Sadly, prayers to him. And Rafinha. But the list is crazier. Kamara from PSG for the first one. On international duty. I don't know why that says that. Fabian Ruiz, Joao Neves, Kvaratskhelia, Marquinhos, Desiree Doué, and Dembele. So basically, that whole attack is just banged up. Oh my goodness. They gotta use Mbaye, Gonçalo Ramos. And where's Barcola? Where's Barcola? Where is he? He played, but... Oh, yeah, he played. So, they're going to need to use Barcola. PSG, I'm going to go with... If any team were to win this, it'd be Barcelona. But realistically, I'm going to go with a 3-3 draw. I think this is going to be a goal fest. Mainly because both keepers just aren't it. So, finally, Leverkusen and PSV. Erik ten Hag actually coached both of these teams. Fun fact, I don't think anyone wouldn't know that. Because he was actually pretty decent at PSV. But, PSV, I mean, Ten Hag's already sacked, but still. The heck? Alright, PSV. Coming off of a loss against Bruges, and Leverkusen just hasn't been it ever since Xabi Alonso left. But PSV, I think they have what it takes. I think they can. I'm gonna be quick with this one. I don't really care about this game. I'm gonna go with a 2-2 draw. Pretty boring. Lots of draws, but that's really all there is. Hold on. All right. And those are my predictions for match day 2 of the UEFA Champions League phase. And make sure you guys follow, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a brand new video. Share this video with a friend. Join the Discord server for any information on videos and just to chat with my community in general. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. And one more thing I'd like to say. If PSG wins, if Barcelona loses, football will be saved. Or Real Madrid will actually be saved. But that's all I gotta say.